Bunny rolling forward. Set and ready. And racing. Spitfire Rosti astride slow with Riddle Mate. Early speed going out wide here to Diva Road. Down on the inside of runners. There we go to Just Jordana pushing up Spitfire Rosti. 7 iron with the play. That's followed back then out by Cherry Tree Lane. Further back is Riddle Mate and Lochinvar Sonic. Off down the back they go, and Just Jordana where she likes it in front. Trying to kick into the races. Spitfire Rosti round the outside there to Diva Road. Followed back there 7 iron. Further back to Cherry Tree Lane. Then we go Mahalo Road, and out the back door there Riddle Mate and Lochinvar Sonic. Up they come and all the way. Just Jordana gets home here from Spitfire Rosti. Then we go back there now to Diva Road. That's followed home here by 7 iron. Further back in transit we would have had towards the tail of the field Mahalo Road back there. Riddle Mate was back there also with Lochinvar Sonic. Once she finds the lead, she's got some guts. Number 3, and has done the job today, beating Spitfire Rosti and Diva Road. 3, 4 and the 8 and then the 5 as they go to the wire here. 30 and 45 the winner's time. Yeah, nice little lit of this from Reba Corona, just the best for the Craig team. Just kept pushing, Spitfire Rosti right there, but from the hop, the early speed going, well, the 7 was very slow. Early speed out wide there to Diva Road, and charging up between them was 7 iron, and down on the inside of runners there was Just Jordana. Got the good run through today, Just Jordana. She missed out there last time, but she's found the lead today in behind Spitfire Rosti, 7 iron with the play as well. Her race today, Just Jordana, beating the 4 Spitfire Rosti, Carolyn Hall, and 8/3 Diva Road for Wayne and Tracy Steele. 30 and 45 was the winner's time, and no splits posted there just as yet. 2 3/4 lengths by 1 1/4 lengths. Nice win. Just Jordana taking out the 6th of the day.
She's equalled her PB too, has Just Jordana with that time of 30:45. There she is there, that lovely brindle colour. She pays number 3, Just Jordana, 4 and 120, 4 Spitfire Rosti at 150, 8 Diva Road at $2. The 4 and the 8 are having a bit of a tussle down the back straight, bashing each other. The Quinella 520 trifecta pays 51.10 in the first 4, 3, 4, 8 and 5, $192.10. That was the last leg of the treble as well. 1, 7 and 3, $193.10. Nice time there, 30 and 45. The track in good shape. After all that rain we had up here this morning, DA, good to see the tracks running pretty good. Race 7 is the Major John Blakely Memorial, DA. He was one of the instigators of the Silver Collar and was responsible for getting the Duke of Edinburgh to put up the pure Silver Collar that they raced for today.
And it's a ripper prize too. We'll have a look at that no doubt a little bit later on, Craig. And just the 7 runners to go round in race number 7, so just the 2 place divvies. Race 8 Otago, the last from there, is next here on Trackside Live in about 6.5 minutes. And Richard Trimboli, who was very good winning from last at his most recent assignment, favourite at 260 on the fixed odds, 320 and $1.80. Back at Wingatui right after this.
I'm nearly speechless. Last quarter in 25.4. That's the fastest official quarter I've ever heard of.
Bet smart and you could win big at the TAB, just like this week's big winners. Nice wins for such small investments. Keep up to date with this week's big winners at tab.co.nz/big winners.
When New Zealand's leading studs and stables want scientifically formulated nutrition for their horses, they use Pella Mountain's range of equine supplements. Free phone 0800 848 276. Pella Mountains, providing premium equine nutrition.
These prelims from just a moment ago, so just a tiny bit in delay as runners head down to the 1400 metre point for the Spandard 65 last of the day. There's 13 going down, money on the box, Gillian Morris. There's your favourite, Richard Trimboli. As I said, he came from last the other day here and he just went past them like they were all tied to the ground. There's 4, Toughen Up. Lisa Mackay claiming the 3 kilos, followed down by 7. This is Avid Ruler. Joe Chong with the 3 kilo claim there. 10 in the book is Showbrera and Terry Mosley in the saddle again there with the mare. 9 heading out onto the track is Langham Lady. Kylie Williams here for Kelly Thompson, a winner at Riverton on a slow track a couple of starts ago, and on a dead track at Gore last time out, only 6th. 8 to the start, Jackson 5s, Courtney Barnes, and the 14 going down pretty quickly there is Ain't No Lollygagger and Ross Doherty heading down to the 1400 metre start point. Now, Richard Trimboli, keep getting Richard and Mr mixed up, but it's Richard Trimboli, favourite, and deservedly so at $3.20 and $1.80. He carried 56 kilos to win here the other day in similar conditions, so he's up 3, but gee, the manner in which he did it would suggest that I don't think that weight's going to make any difference. Toughen Up's at $11, so it's got good support. Second up today with the claim. Gonna Fly $18, Avid Ruler $22, Jackson 5's $13. Langham Lady has got some reasonable support there as well. Langham Lady currently at 11s and $3.80. Showbrera is tight enough, $5.70, $2.50. Mungaroa Lad, 10s and $2.70. Ashley Fry rides this. She leads the Blue Bubble Taxis Jockeys Challenge on 9 points. The only one that can beat her is Ross Doherty, who's on 7. He rides Ain't No Lollygagger, number 14, fresh up today, and both of her wins have come off a 90-day spell, and that's the state that she's in today. So Ross Doherty with a realistic chance of tipping Ashley Fry out of contention if he was to win and Ashley was to be unplaced on Mungaroa Lad. And Ain't No Lollygagger, 9s and $2.40. Outside of this favourite, Tom, Richard Trimboli, who's a worthy favourite. It's a pretty even old go, isn't it?
Cap on Gonna Fly, Mungaroa Lad, she's all class, Showbrera.
Tom just on PA there. We'll get back to him for selections in a moment. Of course, this is the last leg of the quaddie. Astrolight caused the upset in leg number 1, number 10. Then we had Halo Dolly, and number 4 in Irish Bay, one of the better supported runners in the previous. So 10, 4 and 2 required on the quaddie ticket thus far. And Richard is the short way home at $2,822. 90 seconds, Tom, before we have them bury it away for the last of the day. What do you like here? Obviously, Richard Trimboli, you mentioned earlier, is your bet of the day. He's favourite. What else do you like in behind him?
Well, he delivered for us last week as our bet of the day, so we'll stick with him again, Richard Trimboli. I gave the 10 a hope in this race. Showbrera did win 3 starts ago, this mare by Cabrera. That was on a heavy 10 track at Riccarton, beating home pretty to watch. Terry Mosley for Shane Lamming. Opened up at $4.50, out of $4 now to $5.50. The 4 in the field, Toughen Up now. Toughen Up just may not be the worst in this race. Has a 3 kilo claim of Lisa Mackay. Is locally trained by Anna Swainson. And last was sighted at Riverton when running 3rd and behind Double Tap, but that was its first run since November of 2010 when it was down in the midfield behind Max Smallpea at Riccarton during Cup Week. Opie Bosson rode on that occasion, so I thought might not be the worst in this race because it was off the scene for a long time and it was a nice run at Riverton last time out. And number 7, Avid Ruler, was a winner 3 back at Ashburton on a good track, and last couple has been a little bit disappointing. Now with the Murray Hamilton at O'Macown has a 3 kilo claim of Joe Chong, but clearly the one is my best bet of the day here, Richard Trimboli. Of course, we saw Mr. Trimboli struggle under that 60.5 kilos he had to lug around earlier on, so we've got Richard Trimboli, Mr. Trimboli, and Noel Graham used to have Harry Trimboli, who's now over in Melbourne. He's got a couple of nice races over there, and Melbourne has Harry Trimboli. So this is the last on the card and the last race of the season for the Otago Racing Club, the Pride's Easy Feed season finale. Good luck if you're live in the quaddie. The payouts are going to be quite nice. Looking at a minimum of $2,822 if Richard Trimboli can get home in the Get Out Stakes. I've seen some nice performances through the course of the afternoon. Packet and Pate taking the steeplechase, and Suspend Us taking the first of the day, which was the hurdle. So Richard Trimboli about to come up. That'll leave Jackson Fives to come up. A last start winner here on the course last Sunday, beating home Lee Boy. And then we'll be set and ready to go. Richard Trimboli, 270, 150. Showbrera, 630, 220. Ain't No Lollygagger, 930 and 250. Lined and ready, they're off and away and racing in the last, and it was a good dispatch. Jackson Fives, Money or the Box, Ain't No Lollygagger and Showbrera, they're all on the speed. Just in behind them is Langham Lady, Mangaroa Lad, and deeper on the track Gonna Fly, and deeper also is She's All Class. A length and a half away then came Toughen Up around Avid Ruler, and 2 lengths away to Richard Trimboli. Down by the 1,000 metres mark, and it's Jackson Fives by a half length. On Showbrera, Ain't No Lollygagger, and Mangaroa Lad fourth on the fence from Money or the Box, who's 3/4 away. Next on the inner would be Langham Lady, stablemate Gonna Fly, and still very wide on the course is She's All Class, followed by Toughen Up, 2 lengths away to Richard Trimboli, and 1 length to Avid Ruler, who is last of all. 650 metres left to go. Jackson Fives at a line up here, with up on the outside Ain't No Lollygagger, and 3 wide Showbrera, and then came She's All Class, who's been wide throughout, has had no luck around Money or the Box. Between runners Langham Lady and Mangaroa Lad giving ground in front of Gonna Fly, and then came Richard Trimboli. Further back in the field, Toughen Up and Avid Ruler. They swing for home at the 350 metres mark. Ain't No Lollygagger taken on by Showbrera, and then came Jackson Fives. Toughen Up further back in the field, then came Richard Trimboli. Down at the 200, Ain't No Lollygagger in front, leads by 3/4 on Toughen Up, who won't go away. Richard Trimboli into third, Ain't No Lollygagger, and Toughen Up to the line. What a finish! I reckon Toughen Up has just got there over Ain't No Lollygagger. Third in was Richard Trimboli. Showbrera close up next with Gonna Fly, and Langham Lady, She's All Class, Jackson Fives, Mangaroa Lad, and then we had Avid Ruler, followed by the last one, who was Money or the Box. I reckon Toughen Up has got there just at $7.70 and $2.60. Locally trained by Anna Swainson, Lisa Mackay, the 3 kilo claimer. A 6-year-old by Scaredy Cat at a Panzer Ann for AD and B Swainson. I reckon has just got there. Ain't No Lollygagger tried really hard for Ross Doherty at $2.80. Richard Trimboli and Showbrera. Ain't No Lollygagger was in front, and then Toughen Up's had a good lunge right on the line and has got the snoz down in the right place, I reckon, over Ain't No Lollygagger, Richard Trimboli and Showbrera. That's fourth of them to go through after the Pride's Easy Feed season finale over the 1,400 metres. This has been a very good training effort here from Anna Swain. Last time out was at Riverton when third. It was fresh up from November 2010 after a big layoff, ran third, and it's got up, I reckon, in the last of the day. That wraps the program here, DA, the last of the season for the Otago Racing Club. On behalf of the team who have brought you the coverage, we bid you a good afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon, Tom. Yeah, Anna Swainson sharing in the ownership with B Swainson, and they've got win 2 at start number 8 for this rising 7-year-old son of Scaredy Cat, so he's pretty lightly tried and second up today. With Lisa Mackay's 3 kilo allowance, she has denied Ross Doherty from winning the Jockey Challenge outright. And we have a draw. Ashley Fry and Ross Doherty sharing the spoils there in the Blue Bubble Taxis Jockeys Challenge. We'll have that result on screen for you in a moment. As Craig, we're back with you for race 7 there at Auckland.
Race 7 on the card. The sun's still just poking through the clouds, so that's good. It's quite pleasant up here at the moment. Major John Blakely, that was the man that was sort of responsible for bringing the silver collar all into play. He got the Duke of Edinburgh to put up the special silver collar, which incidentally is just placed on the dog at the dais, and then they get the photo opportunity and back to the safe it goes. So it only comes out once a year. 42nd running of the silver collar this year, 42nd running. Right, there's the greyhounds coming down there for the Major John Blakely Memorial Stakes, Class 3 it is, and it's the first leg of a treble as well. Number 6, that's the favourite. Pretty even market, this one, isn't it? Look at those odds. Aussie's Experience for Carolyn Hall. Having its first start in New Zealand today is Aussie's Experience. It's had 16 goes across the Tasman, 4 wins and 6 placings. Did finish second at its last start out at Temora